Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Oh, my battery running low. 15%. Damn. I got something for that. I got something for that. I got something to fix that. Oh, boom. There we go. Boom. I don't need my phone dying on me, man. Got a lot of stuff going on. Got too much going on for my phone to be dying. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it amazing how much we live out of our phones, man? These things done trapped us. We got all of our important business and contracts and money and bank accounts and all types of shit tied to our phones, man. Here's a quick topic before Jimz get in here. I'm gonna get to the comments in a second and start shouting everybody out that's coming in. Some of y'all keep way too much shit. And yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bring Jimz on while Jimz just pulled. I'm gonna bring him in. Jimz, what up, boy?
Yo, it's good.
Hey, shit, G. I was just kicking off a little quick mini topic. I just got on here 30 seconds ago. But what I was saying is, you know, I had to put my cell phone on a charge before it died. And I was saying how important cell phones are, how we live out of them. And one thing, it's good for you to be here for this topic. What do you think about people keeping trophies in their phones? You know what I mean when I say trophies?
Yeah. I just spoke about it today in the gym. You know, it's funny you talking about cell phones. I was talking about two things today in the gym. How my man was annoying me. How I said, yo, just stop and look around. Everybody on their phone. Like, you can't even have a conversation with your dog no more. It's like, yo, is your phone how to teach you how to do proper form? Because I am, and you're not doing it. And
when I used to go to LA Fitness, you know what I'm saying? Like, the phones got left in the lock boxes or the lockers. We didn't bring cell phones on the gym floor.
There's no need. I have mine because in my notes I have the workout. Like I said, you call me to your gym. I could be over at my joint. You want help? This is anywho. But yeah, we talked about that today. What do you
think about trophies in the phone? First, you know what? Do you keep trophies in your phone?
I do.
Why?
Because I don't watch the regular joint on the internet. Like, that's really not my thing. I think we spoke that before. I don't even be doing that. So whenever I might have got the urge, I always referred back to that. But I will say a lot of it is just like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I got like.
Are we talking about the same thing, y'all? Are we talking about the same thing, y'all? I don't even know if me and just talk about the same shit.
Oh, I thought it was like smashing old shorties.
Well, yeah, but period. Like, let's say it's your current shorty or ex or whatever. Let's say your ex sent you some shit once upon a time, right?
Yeah.
Do you still keep a year old or a girl you don't deal with whatever anymore? Do you keep that shit in your phone? If somebody send you something, it could even be your current girl. Hey, just wishing you a happy Friday. I can't wait to see you next week or whatever. Think about this real quick. You keep that?
Yeah.
You keep it stashed?
Yeah, I mean, she got me sneakers. I didn't throw those away.
Have you ever had a girl go through your phone and catch some shit that wasn't supposed to be in there?
Please, who you talking to?
No. Where the fuck you go? No. Why do people keep shit in their phones? Why do people feel? That's why I say the word trophies. Why do people feel the need to hold on to something that you already know what it's about?
Maybe it's you're overthinking it more than the people who's keeping it.
So then
I don't think that way. I don't really like. It's not like, oh my. It's like it just happened. It's weird because it just happened. I was just clearing out my phone.
What's the oldest joint you got in your shit? As far as like, I haven't dealt with this girl in X amount of time, and she's still in my phone.
The Pollock, like 4 years. It goes back about 4.
4 years? You got some shit in your phone from 4 years ago? Why?
That's just the phone. I got a whole Gmail. I don't know. It's a weird question because if I thought of any other reason for you, like, I would be lying. It's like I never was questioning why. It's just there. It's like whatever. Like, this is the same reaction I would give if I got bagged with it. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't think about it there. Like, I don't know. It's just
all right.
But what I said though, one I find my man thought that was odd though. He was
It's not
like, yo,
odd. It's just I think there's nothing about
but he keeps
keeping.
his in the internet. I mean, he keeps his on the Gmail where it can't be found. So motherfuckers keep it. Now, is there a reason behind? Of course not. If that was the case, I would have over 100 bodies in there. But it ain't. It's not because of that. It's just like, you know, sometimes you gotta appreciate a nice gesture.
Yeah, I could dig that. I don't think anything about keeping trophies is weird. I think one word that definitely applies to the shit is reckless, right? I think because even if you give the type of answer that Jimz gets, like, yo, I wasn't even thinking about it, it still spawns too much of a conversation and too much thought in somebody else of like, why the fuck does he have that? You know what I'm saying? And then on
It's
top of
not
that,
worth
me,
getting. It's not worth keeping for what could happen to if you get bagged with it. I'll tell you that. That
absolutely
is a
not.
dumb fucking reason to get bagged for.
Absolutely not. And I also be feeling like sometimes people keep shit. It's the word trophy, right? Sometimes they hold on to something. And it's just like, why? Why you still holding on to that? Like, let it go. Been there, done that, or it's over. Let the shit go. Like, some people want to go back and be like, ooh, look what I did 3 years ago. Why? Especially if you the guy. Now, I hope this ain't you. If you the guy that's walking around showing people, then you's a fucking lame to me.
I was
Then
the
I
guy.
think that's lame. I
I
think
was
that's
the
lame.
guy. I was the guy that got more buns growing up than the people I grew around with because I always kept my shit on hush. Like literally, I heard one of my other mans had smashed a joint that I just smashed, and I didn't even bat an eye because I knew I wanted to smash again. I knew how shit worked real early for seeing my cousins and my uncles. We all grew up in the same crib, so I seen how they move and I learned from it. So nah, like I never was the chatty patty type at all. Like I took down some joints growing up that I wish I could have told my man. It's like I told him years later, motherfuckers like dead ass. Why you ain't say nothing? Cause y'all gonna ruin it. Like so
Yeah,
someone gonna
it is the closed mouths get fed philosophy with a
yeah,
lot of women. There's a
yeah.
lot of women. You got, I mean, in today's age, especially with guys that have prestige or some type of notoriety or fame, they be wanting the world to know, like, yeah, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Mook's verse that he rapped in front of Amber Rose. Like, that was a very, very true verse. You know what I'm saying? About, not having talent is the new talent and women getting famous off of fucking famous niggas. There's a lot of that going on in this new social media, BBL fucking era, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
Well,
time,
I wouldn't say that's
I just
new.
feel like,
That's not new. I mean,
yeah, it's not new. You're
there's
right. It's
there's
not new.
there's been men in positions that women date men for the future when men care about a woman's past. So you get a girl that's young and don't got nothing going for her, like you don't care as long as you feel like she has not nothing going for her, but like if you have everything going for you, like you're solidified, you're good, you're comfortable. You buy the house, they put the curtains up kind of thing. And it's not like in a derogatory sense. It's like men care about a woman's past, a woman cares about a man's future. So from the dawn
What
of
what
time,
what
you've
what
seen
what's
solidified.
unacceptable when we say a woman's past? What for you? Let's say you meet a new joint today, right? Let's say the immediate vibe is like, yo, I'm kind of digging her. You know what I'm saying? Like, the difference from when the same way they say a woman can meet a guy and she know from the rip, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him. And whether she show it or not, whether she make you take on dates for a month or two or not, she already has it in her mind, I'm gonna fuck him, right? Same thing with a guy. Let's say you meet a joint and you could tell off rip, like, I'm not looking at you like a jump. I think I like your vibe. I'm more interested to see a little bit more about you. Let's say you go on a couple dates, dinner, whatever. What's some shit that you could find out about her past and be like, nope, cut off. All I could do is beat. I can't wife you. What about a resume? Is that is
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
resume thing?
Yeah, but that's all. That's a double dub for me because even even before we get to the number of the resume, just the fact that you immature enough to bring up the subject of mentioning other cocks that were in you at dinner with me is already a bad character flaw for me. Like, I don't think that is mature. I think that's moving sloppy for men and women. Because I know damn well I ain't bringing conversation. I'm more so like, you're under new management now, and it's all good. If you're a beautiful
New
woman, I'm an
management.
attractive man. Why would we need to share how attractive I am or how beautiful you are? Obviously, other men want you because I want you. If you weren't attractive like this, I wouldn't want you. I mean, not to sound away, but I know you've been with other dudes, but we can't lock that into a face or a number. Nobody wants to do that because we're the more territorial, being as
We are
well. I feel like
territorial. I know a lot of women that's
you know,
territorial too. I know a
I,
lot of women that's territorial.
yeah, I mean, yeah, women don't show that. See, women get with you, then show that. Men will give it off a rip. The girls that run away that after that basically admitted they were a slide before, they would run around and say that, oh, you're too territorial or possessive. And no, I knew that wouldn't have worked out. No, I just didn't want to hear about 19 dicks in you. And now, you know, and like I'm number 20. Like I want to imagine you don't even know how to have sex. I want to picture that. I don't want to hear that you can blow, you're going to give me the best head or the best pussy and look how you're going to ride my dick. I think I'm not into that
All
shit.
right, but if you're gonna be realistic though, she don't have. Maybe she has enough class to not say something like that, and enough respect for her history not say something like that. But if you're dealing with a certain maturity type of woman, a certain age type of woman, she's been there and back before, probably, and you're gonna find that out when you lay down with her. So what happens if you lay down with this girl that you digging, and she pulls every fucking trick night one? Or you know what I'm saying? You just like you wake up like, yo, what the fuck just happened last night? She takes you for a spin. Are you gonna automatically correlate that to her passing? Like, oh no, you too experienced, you've been with too many niggas, or you just gonna be like, nah, like she's an
that ain't
experienced woman.
That's like nah. That's that.
Because these women is experienced. Period. Like it is what it is.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't need to hear that Adam used to blow my back out, but you know we're just friends now. I don't want that bitch. Like I'm talking
you can't wife a woman and you know somebody that she been with.
Wife? Like I don't know. That's debatable. Like the homie,
debatable.
That's
we talk battle rap terms.
Like like who would I know? Like a neighborhood like type thing. I mean, I don't really know.
Can you wife a woman that I cut?
Nah.
Too close.
Yeah, why would she want me if she's into you? Like, stay over there.
That's a little weird of a comment. I don't know how to take that. I ain't
like, yeah,
like
I'm saying, how could you want this guy and me? Like, of course
you try to say what? We too different?
Nah, but it's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that's weird, bro. That's weird. And also, like, I would have already. At what point would I have been able to fall for this girl without you already giving me the heads up that you took it down?
You know, you can't go. Let me go back a step though. You really can't identify and say like, why would you want to deal with me? And you dealt with a guy like A, because I didn't met a lot of women. It's very hard to figure out their type. You might come across or learn about an ex or another man from their past, and they polar opposites from you, look different, talk different, into different shit, different levels in life.
Nah, I was just taking a funny jab at you, even though you're making.
Nah, I caught it.
I was just fucking around. Nah, but no, hell no. Nah, I mean, I'll take it down. Like if we got it, like nah, like that's different. But like 4-4, nah. But if you like, yo, Jay, I smashed the boy, like she's on it. I'm like, all right, yo, when it's lit, yeah, whatever. When in Rome, Atlanta, or whatever. But as far as nah, falling for it, nah, that's a whole different thing, man. I don't want her to know anyone. I don't even want her to know a man other than her father.
All right. That was yo, for everybody in the chat, shout out to everybody that joined. You know what I'm saying? That was just random because I was charging my phone when Jimz joined. And you know, Jimz is an experienced man, and I've had a little bit of experience in my life as well with women. So he and I could always have conversations about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy girl world, man, it's always a complex area. A lot of us have relationship issues, all types of shit. So we could always talk about that type of stuff. But yo, let's get into battle rap, man. I want to talk about a little bit of battle rap. What are we doing after this? Are we getting on your joint?
Yeah, well, yeah, I got my list ready, so I'm gonna keep mine to myself. So if you want to speak to me and get my opinion on anything while we're on your shit, we can do that. But as far as like me rebuttaling, I got my questions for you. It's been a long time since
Jim, when we get on Jim's channel, this nigga writes the questions like he interviewed. Like when we're on my shit, when we on the RBE channel, I just want to have conversation and keep it organic. This nigga writes down questions when I'm on his channel. So you know what? I'm gonna just jump through this one. I don't even want to do too much. I really
remember all. You know, it's a lot of things that happen. You know, you You know, you ain't fireplace ARP anymore. You over here, you over there. I'm catching some things. I got some questions. What's going on?
This guy. All right, so listen, when we leave here, y'all make sure that y'all meet us on Jim's channel. All right. We're gonna go live on Jim's channel as soon as we leave here.
Oh,
We're gonna
I never
continue
even
things.
been live on the stream yard joint on my channel. And I don't got can I see the comments? I don't see yours. Can I see mine if I do it?
It's not mine, it's ours. It's it's the comments that's coming to this stream right now, period.
Oh, okay.
ARP, Jim's an experienced man. Nah, bruv. What? I'm a very secure person. I could say shit like that. I got a bunch of friends in my circle that's very experienced. I came up, around a bunch of guys that I seen the way women adhere to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a certain cloth. We wasn't ever no guys that, had to get a certain car or a certain house or a certain amount of money or certain clothes or get on YouTube, get YouTube fame or nothing like that for us to be in the field. We've always done pretty well for ourselves. And Jim's doesn't come off like a lame either. He's a charismatic guy, keeps himself together. He's always got the fly fit on and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I would never expect that Jim's can't walk up on a young lady or two and get some good convo. So there's nothing wrong with saying that about another man.
You know what? You know what's
wrong with that.
And you know what's messed up, right? So the other day, I'm going to this private gym or whatever, and I know like the guy who works there, and there was a girl in there, and it was just me and her working out. And I'm in one of those like all right, you don't want to bother them when they're working out, but I cannot leave this facility without saying something. She's fucking bad. Something must be said. So I just think of the first thing that comes to my head. I'm like, she had her headphones on too, and I'm about to leave, and I'm like, put my hands up like so she can take them off, like in between her set. And I was like, so you do legs here on Thursdays? She's like, well, yeah, I hit them like twice a week, Thursdays. I was like, I bet. Well, you need to make an announcement when you do legs because this ain't fair. Like this, I'm just glad I'm in here doing arms and making it look good. You need to relax. She's like,
that's a decent one.
I'm in.
A decent one. It's a decent one.
But look, I didn't say that to say that. I didn't say that for that, right? So because you say it's a decent one makes me want to, let the viewers know. A lot of times you have to just juggle the line between like corny and original. You don't want to say, yo, obviously she got a whole stakeout. She's OD bad. Is that what I was supposed to say? No, you go, come on, bro. You don't compliment the dress, you compliment the eyebrows. But anyway, so when I leave, I run into a homie who runs the gym, right? I was like, yo, boo boo. He's like, yo, I seen this girl, boo. He said, yeah, that's what I was telling you, the girl who could squat, boo boo. I said, yeah, I was just talking to her. And he was like, and seriously, he's like of Asian descent, and like he's like, his English is a little off, but like he's a jack dude, whatever. But the point was this, right? You'd be surprised how many, because like so you go, this is how the dialogue went. He's like, what do you mean you talk to her? And I was like, I told her, I said something to her. He's like, what'd you say? And I told her I love her. Like, what are you talking about? What I said? I don't say some shit about squats. It's fucking working out. He's like, wow. And I was like, yeah, her name's Gall. And he's like, God? He's like, you got her name? And this is the point of this. He's like, there's men out there that have no clue or have any form of confidence to talk to a woman. And if anybody's watching that's like that or anything like that, listen, man, we all felt the feeling of going home after a night where you're like, I should have said something. Is that feeling not worse than saying something and getting slightly curved? You know what I'm saying? The worst thing she could say is no, big deal. If you can't handle no, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. We on to the very next. Even when we bag joints, it's the same thing. We in a club, I bag a joint, like, same line. I'm 15 strong with this line. When I bag a joint, so, ladies, listen, I don't want to hold y'all up anymore. Thank you for giving some of your time. Hey, you hit my number. I don't know about that old wait a day or two. You hit me tonight. Boom. They laugh, ha ha. I make sure we go to their blind side and we doing it again on this side. But how many people don't do that is it's messed up. Men are very lonely because of that sense. A woman will always get a man to approach her, but it don't work that way. So you have to, and the dude keeps himself together. So he's like an amateur bodybuilder, and none of that means nothing if you don't have the confidence. You know, I was
Yeah,
lucky,
and
unlucky.
you'd be
At that.
surprised how many of the gorgeous women, the bad women that's out there.
Want to
And
be a part.
sometimes I could even feel how inexperienced they are as far as socializing with somebody when they first meet, because they're so used to men being intimidated by them.
Yeah,
So they don't have that experience of juggling so many different types of men walking up on them. It's like they're timid, they're shy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's just like, wait a minute, like you, like there should be a million guys lined up for you. Actually, it's opposite because they're all intimidated by me
yeah,
because I look the way I look. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be surprised, but nah, Jay is right. Jay is right. You know what I'm saying? But it comes with confidence.
yeah.
Confidence builds over time.
Well, you know, it's
Confidence
funny.
and character builds over time.
That's true, but to be honest with you, my confidence actually was built off of insecurity when I was younger. So I was like, I used to, I was insecure because of for things that were bothering me internally that I didn't speak of, and it's nothing that I didn't share. So like because of that, I would buy all the clothes I couldn't afford, in the sense of I use my last dollar on these clothes just to get that like that feeling that like, oh, I had like the Pele jacket, I remember the Pepe jean. I go back to school at Hard Knocks and Boss, even though we're hand-me-downs, like I was hyped to have them. But like I masked that part, as well as, you know, I had like a popularity thing with me. And to add into that was I was very confident with women based on insecurity. I felt like if I had the popularity, I had the clothes, and I had girls, that all this together would heal the fact that I really disliked myself when I was by myself in the mirror. So my confidence was built off of that. So I could have been, so, but there's two type of people. You'll have me, which now that I hear myself out loud say that for the first time ever, maybe that's rare. Maybe the 90% of men have that insecurity and it shows and they're quiet. But me, I was like, I'm a run through chick, I'm a wild out. And let me tell y'all, none of that fixed it until I fixed myself. Just to conclude that. None of it. Now, no matter how many girls I slept with, no matter how many pieces of jewelry, no matter how many clubs and bottles we popped, I went home when I was by myself and I was still upset. So it all starts with you. If you just love yourself and you become the best you will attract who and what is best for you.
Yeah, because the version of Jim's that battle A Verb, like I'm pretty sure he was getting turned down a lot at the bar. You know, it is what it
Smashing,
is.
beaten, definitely lies, definitely getting other puss. Yeah, I was getting more puss those days. Like I'm like the bad chick you was describing. Like as I started
What?
putting muscle on and like started looking better, I was just super concerned. Like every girl, the only comment I get from girls is, "You look like you got bitches." Like, of course, you want to be one.
Oh.
like, but yeah.
All right. Speaking of you versus A Verb, man. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go to your channel in a second, man. Well, I just want to talk a little bit about the Divide and Conquer 2 card. Because I'm gonna be going live all month now. You know what I'm saying? With all the battlers that's on the card. Um, I ask you something that I don't really ask people too much when it comes to predictions. What do you predict about the Bigg K and Murda Mook face off? Let me switch it up a little bit. Keep your eyes on the channel for the Murda Mook versus Bigg K face off, y'all. What's your
What I
predictions of
predict,
how that turns out?
well, what I would say is, and it's funny, the blogger mind just kicked in and said, "Damn, I could have a blog just on the prediction of the face off that could predict who's because they both I'm a student of the game, so I've seen both of them in face offs, and I've seen both of them how they acted in face offs when they left those face offs, and I've seen Murda Mook's energy in a face off, and then he 30s Tay Rock. And I seen Bigg
Mm.
K's energy in a face off, and he sends Adi Boom back to the Boondocks. So like I seen both of those. Like Bigg K playing that, all right, no doubt, okay, hey, but and then next thing you know, you have a whole crazy scheme up your sleeve, and Murda Mook does that like over giggly him and Rex like that little Dirty Max B laugh. Something dangerous might happen. So like the energy between them. What I would say is it depends on how they. This is Bigg K's biggest battle of his career. It might not get bigger than this. What gets bigger than this? This is Murda Mook. Whether you want to be ignorant Bigg K or not, which I love about him, this is the top. This is it. This is what you work all these battles for. He has an opportunity. Like if Bigg K knocks Mook off right now, this is That's huge. It's Murda Mook. You might not like him. You might love him. The fact of the matter is, he is a legend. If you followed battle rap from the DVD era, there wasn't many battle rappers around. That's another thing. I was saying this on my channel that this would be an angle I would take, like if I ever stood in front of Mook, but we know I would already win automatically, so we're not even going to book that. But I would say at that time of you being a legend, it was easier to be a legend. Well, who was there? Party Artie. There was, rest in peace, Party Artie, Murda Mook, T-Rex, J Mills, Uncasa, right? Sirius Jones, Loaded Luck.
This could be an angle, what you're saying.
Yeah, this is an angle right there. Like, this is crazy. It's like, it's easy to be a legend when it's 12 people. You were the best of 12. I'm the best of 12,000.
And I like that angle.
Yeah.
I like that angle. You know what I'm saying? If I stick with the face-off for a second, though, I think Bigg K, when he does that whole, like, yeah, okay, all right, fine. I think that's like when we always at the press conference the day before. Now, this is going to be similar to like how we did Mook versus Averb, where these guys get to see each other face to face, record a face off that's a month before the actual event, right? Yeah. So that's a different type of energy. That's before you get there and all your rounds is completed and all that type of shit. Yeah. My prediction is this. Murda Mook, I think, has very, very underrated
face-offs.
Shout out to Nakia in the building. Will the face-off be live? Salute to both of you, gentlemen. No, it will not. The face-off will be edited, you know, as far as like if it's gonna be parts, because I could see the face-off being like 90 minutes of footage. We might drop it in like 2 or 3 parts on the channel or something like that. This is one of those scenarios where we've done like the Mook versus Averb face-off, you know, weeks before the battle. Same thing with like K-Shine versus J Mills weeks before the battle. You know what I'm saying? Hitman versus Cassidy weeks before the battle. Hitman versus Calico weeks before the battle. You know, some of these bigger main events, we definitely look at the matchup and we see if we want that type of energy early and let that create new narratives, even for the battlers. Because I feel like even the battlers are going to change some of their writing after their first face-off. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Mook is already letting people hear his raps. Just to throw that out there, y'all. But yeah, back to the face-off. Appreciate that as always, homie. Appreciate you.
Why'd you throw that out there? Oh, by the way, real quick, because they got on me last time when I was eating the popcorn. I was talking shit about. Yes, I talked shit about Bill Clinton eating on live. He was eating a whole ramen noodle. It was fucking grotesque. But anyway, I intermittent fast, so my window just closed. I have my little protein bar sitting right here. But anyway, you know, people always got. So what is that? Oh, like, damn, it's fucking stupid protein.
You was gonna ask me what does that mean about my prediction for the face-off?
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
I'll tell you why it matters to me. Right, me being a fan and analyzing the matchup so far.
Oh no, him spitting his bars to people. Why'd you say that? What does that mean?
Because we've all been tactically a little quiet until the face-off. Oh. So for anybody that doesn't think about the tactical rollout of a card like this or a battle like that, me just throwing it out there of how serious these guys are taking it are important for people that just think on the surface. Right, we've been here a million times. We've done this a million times. Like. This is very important to everybody involved. Mook, Bigg K, myself, RBE, and the fans. So I just want to let people know that there's a documentary that's going to be shot as well, like a Road 2. That's coming as well.
Nice.
But yeah, back to the face-off. I think Mook is underratedly aggressive, naturally. I don't think that people pay attention, like the way he talks, the way he acts, his mannerisms. He really walks around with, he really believes like, fuck all y'all, like it's me. I'm that guy. I'm the God. All y'all are under me. No, some of y'all don't even deserve to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? If you go watch him in Verb's face-off, he had some of that type of attitude and, you know what I mean, an energy towards Verb, even though Verb was Verb at the time too. Verb was a little down at, you know, when we announced that battle, but Verb was still Verb at the time. So Mook's whole energy is just like, it's contagious to piss you off, to say the least. I've watched him piss a lot of people off just from his energy alone. Bigg K is a guy that I think he'll sit back and play back as much as he can. And if he can laugh at you, he will. But the way that Mook like gets under your skin and attacks you, I think that face-off is going to get turned up a little bit. And that's well within K's arsenal to start barking and screaming and arguing with you. And I think Mook is just the type of, his personality brings that out of people. I don't think we're gonna sit back for 60 minutes recording a face off and K is able to sit there this whole time like, whatever. When Mook is telling him the type of shit that he's gonna be telling him, because I just know how Mook is. I know how Mook is.
You know he could bring that out of people. That's that Harlem shit too. They got that natural arrogant way about them, but they, you know what I mean, that's just how it's always been. Like that was like Murda Mook definitely has that aggression to him. I mentioned the aggression in one of my because I know Bigg K ain't really used to that. He doesn't like that. Bigg K's never like that. Even when he's battling Raw all the way back then with that 9X red leather jacket on, he didn't like when Raw got like too close to him. You know, Calico like even wasn't even like the normal super aggressive Cal. Look at him and John. He's also could take it there. They was face to face with it, but I don't want him to get. He needs to go in this understand. Murda Mook's an aggressive rapper, in your face.
He is.
He's very on top of you, kind of thing. So like he it's gonna be a good battle because Murda Mook for me is never away. He's Murda Mook. He's one of those people that like even if he's not home, he's gonna be in Atlanta around a whole crowd that's never even seen him in person as a person at an event, let alone rapping. This is he has a shock value no matter where he goes. My prediction of the battle though is Bigg K winning because I believe Murda Mook is an angle battler and he doesn't have an angle to me that is stick worthy. If he takes the white,
what if he takes the? I was just about to go there because everybody's predicting that. Everybody's talking, and you just said at the same time. I said, "What if Mook does that?" And shout out to Ace. I mean, I seen Ace say on Jay Black. I like listening to battlers. He says, "Yeah, sometimes we say we don't want to hear a angle redone until somebody does it the right way." So, what do you feel about the white angle in general? And then do you also feel like there's room to do it in a way where it's just shut down city?
I don't think Mook can do it. See, I don't want to, when I tell you, I know like this is all right. You can't do that.
Man, you sound like you in somebody's corner, like you you don't want to spill the beans or some shit.
Nah, because it's like you can't do it because Murda Mook was like trending because he had a white girl on his podcast dropping the N-bomb left and right. And everyone's like, why Mook ain't say nothing? Now he gonna do that to K. Because K slipped up and said that one time at a battle in between rounds or bars. So that's a rebuttal, like, and then he wanted him in Dot Mob. It's like, I feel like there's mad deflection towards angles. So if I take angles out my head, what are you going to talk about? All right, we got a new one. A-Ward mentioned the haunted house. Fire, I want to go. I don't think that's an angle. It's a punchline. It's a punchline. It's not an angle. Now let's get to punchlines. Does Murda Mook raps better than Bigg K? Rappity rap. He does. He's long-winded. Like, Murda Mook can rap his ass off. But punchline-wise, he's more of a connecting whiskey business kind of build up. And Bigg K is gonna 4-bar deck you. And the thing is, it's not like a 4-bar blah blah blah. In between of Bigg K's bars, he's funny. He's believable. He's street personality all into a big punch. Like Mick Lovin ain't never shot a clip, nothing. You know what I mean? Like that whole build up is like. And by the way, I think that's bar of the year. Like the year is early, but that's bar of the year.
Yo, that shit right there.
I played that shit back.
Oh my God.
Like,
oh my God.
And he's such a vet because the way they argue, the first time you shot a gun, you went outside with your big cousin. They started cheering for that. If he would have stopped, it would have never hit the same. He rapped through the cheer. It was over. Like it was over right there. Like God went on Bigg K's side. Like that was. You know,
it's the first time that I ever. And shout out to you, Tried It 215. I appreciate you as always, love. I just want to say I love and respect everything that you're doing. in battle rapping on this channel, bro. Jim, stop being dirty. Smile emoji. Shout out to you. Tried it 215. I appreciate you. She shouted you out too, Jay.
Salute.
Yeah, I want to. I will say this about that K performance. It was the first time ever I seen a punchline turn into such a room rocker where the crowd goes up. It happened in the second round, and then he has to bring it back after the crowd calms down. And when he gets up to the same punchline again, the crowd reacts to the same fucking punchline again, the same way. I've never seen that again. But let me ask you this.
That was his first round.
No, it happened in the second round. I'm telling you. I promise you.
No.
All right, well, then maybe it happened again his first. I'm telling you, it's clear as day in the second round. He says a punchline, the crowd goes up.
This line. This line.
Oh, the hit something is definitely the first round.
Yeah,
I know that. Nah.
Oh, you mean again? Nah, he was on it. This is like the great. Like,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
A-Ward, imagine we gonna do for Mook.
I was just about to ask you, K with 3 of those first rounds versus the Murda Mook Tay Rock. How do you feel? In that small room.
This is the worst example you could give because that was a flawless Murda Mook. I mean, respect to Rock, one of my favorites, one of the GOATs. But I'll tell you this. After watching that battle one time, I probably watched it 4 other times and skipped every Rock round just to hear Mook's rounds. I really was on the rounds like that. But when I'm telling you, every single round was an angle. Every one of them. He brought up the Briz thing in a different way, the dot mob, whatever. Like, and then the money thing was pretty clever. The boat dog, I got to carry this, something like that. That was your eyes open. He had a bar like that. That was ill. But I'm talking about, you can't compare that. Every single round was all for Tay Rock, about Tay Rock, couldn't go nowhere but Tay Rock.
That's his best performance, right? That's Mook's best performance on cam, right?
I would say so for sure. That was ridiculous.
What's his second?
His second would be, I had him on first watch beating Verb. I ain't gonna lie. Everyone in the room had Verb though.
So you have his second best performance being
being
Verb.
I mean, I like the Serious Jones battle.
I was about to say, I don't think a lot of people could go wrong taking the Serious Jones.
I remember I had Jones winning that one.
How do you feel about this? With people saying Mook has yet to have a good performance on the road. Now, the Reed one was in Houston, right?
That was horrific.
And then the Rock battle was in a scripted type or like a setup setting.
That was
right?
magnificent.
With no
battle. I mean,
yeah. So now when you have a real crowd outside of New York, I see people saying that. What do you feel about that? This is a real crowd around you outside of New York. Will Mook have his best performance now in front of Bigg K in Atlanta in a small room?
I think so. I think he's moving off of momentum. I think he knew how ass he was in the Reed battle. I think he would have still got love in the Geechee. But see, this is the thing, right? You got a Bigg K that he's very overwhelmed right now. Like, you have to back up this A-Ward, and if he comes if he comes better than he did versus A-Ward, which he's going to, he's gonna have a lot of momentum behind him because you're looking forward for. You've seen 1, 2, 3 versus A-Ward. We want to see 4, 5, 6. Like, that needs to continue. Whereas Mook, it's not to discredit him. I mean, let's be honest here, man. Geechee Gotti is on the court with injured knees. It is what it is. Could he have beat Geechee Gotti 2 years ago? I don't know. I mean, everything about Gotti right now, it's like, bro, no, it's that's it. Like, that's it.
Gotti's injured right now. Geechee's injured
from the sound. Yeah. From the he needs that easy to block captain battle. He knows that. Like, his name is Geechee Gotti. You could put him. You call anyone in the game right now to battle Geechee. You're battling him. But it's for 2 reasons. Number one, because it's Geechee Gotti and he's so fire. I mean, he's done things that no one will ever do. That type of run, people's come close to it, but that type of run and claim to fame, like, he's literally changed the way he raps in front of us. Like, he used to rap with his eyes closed, not looking at his opponent, to having a straight demeanor to him. Like, he's mastered that. You'll always answer the call for that Geechee Gotti battle. At the same time, the only difference is you're answering that call with more confidence. You're going into that battle saying, yo, I'm possibly going to win this battle.
So the Geechee that battled Mook on a scale of 1 to 10 was what?
Not good.
So how much of that win do you give to it being in New York, Mook, and Geechee not on at his best? Use those
No,
three and
but
break them into
it's not just
percentage.
about him not being at his best. It's about I'm over it. I had blogs on this about him taking a break. I'm over this. I just feel like he's enough already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Calico, you've done enough already. Like, it's just like,
Calico,
this
you
is
done
just
enough to over.
enough.
You
Like,
stupid.
it's just like I don't know. That's me. Like, he's like Easy to Block Captain has the Geechee run right now. And eventually, like, unless Easy could tweak what he talks about, because people saying that too early about Geechee. I've seen some blog, Easy saying, "Oh yeah, he's not gonna be able to battle Holla. He only talks about drugs." Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
but hold on before we go there, because I got an easy question for you before we get out of here. I want to know when Mook has what people say is one of his best live shows versus Geechee, right? How much are you saying that's because of New York or because of you being over Geechee? This is a
Both
Jim's
played
opinion.
that. Everything played a role in that. Like,
Equally, equally.
the crowd of Geechee on 7. Like, I feel like it all played a role in that. I honestly, when I watched the battle back, I'm like, he played to New York a lot. He turned everyone around on Geechee a lot from the very first line. It was very strategic.
That was a smart
Um,
opener.
I also feel like he listened. He wasn't doing all that extra shit in between rounds that I hate. Like, he was very, like, he looked sober. Like, I feel like there was a little drunken Mook versus Reed. I feel like that was a good move, but I don't like to see. It's not fair what you're making me do. I don't want to do hypotheticals. My man got a fucking win over Geechee Gotti, and that's it. He won, and like, he did that. Like, fuck the crowd, fuck Geechee. Not you. So what, Geechee? You ain't that good, as you was. Well, you lost, and you're battling a Murda Mook, the king of fucking New York battle rap in New York. This is retarded. On Smack. All that plays a role, or everything. Like, people remember how he was talking to Smack versus Iron. No one ever turned in and was cooking Smack before Mook did that. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned Smack, you mentioned Mook, like, no one's ever spoken to, like, he has his classic shit like that. I don't want to take his win away. Murda Mook is an honorable opponent. He's fucking Murda Mook. But I just feel like Bigg K, he knows what's up right now. This is huge. And who cares about this battle more? Murda Mook or Bigg K? Who needs the battle more? Murda Mook or Bigg K? See, that's an interesting question. Because Murda Mook, you need another one.
I
Your
think that's a
battle
great.
T-Rock
You're right.
and have
That
the
is a
little.
great question. I'll tell you how I feel about that question. I feel like the battle rap culture shows us that it's what have you done for me lately? What have you done for me your last time that you was up to bat? Type of energy. That's the way our culture is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could go on a crazy ass run. You lose one battle, they say, get him out of here. We never liked them in the first place.
Yeah.
That's how they do you. If I go do an up and coming card next or whatever, they're gonna say, RBE fell off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our culture. So I say that to say,
they both coming off the W's.
Cool. If Murda Mook got cleaned by Bigg K, or soon with Murda Mook, I think they look at them a little bit different. I think it goes from a situation where now if Mook and Easy gets announced, people just say, Easy got that clear. We just watched him get killed in Atlanta. Or yo, what's up, Mook and Geechee? Or Mook and, you know what I'm saying? That starts to happen. And I think, does Mook have a clear loss on his resume?
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Clear? Nah, I
Does he
don't
have a
think
clear
so.
loss?
No, he beat J Mills. I mean, a lot of people gave him. I like Party Artie more, but I think Mook won.
But clear though, but a clear
No,
like,
no,
yo,
debatables and wins. Debatable
like a
and
no conversation, no debate type of talk.
nah,
You
like, yo,
lost.
Murda
He
Mook,
doesn't have any of those.
you lost this battle, Mook.
He doesn't have any of those.
I feel like until you dissect it, he felt that for like a few days after Verb. Everyone was giving Verb that W. But like, then you break it down to like, what was it, second and third? I got Mook the third by default, the rapping for fucking 3 hours. That's so impressive. Like, it's like I wasn't
no slips, no
bored. Like,
stumbles, all memory. That's crazy.
that was ridiculous. And clear, nah. No, beat Iron, nah.
That's
Nope.
motivation within itself.
He's
That's
Murda Mook.
motivation
It's
within itself.
motivation no matter what. You could diss him in one line, and then the next thing that I'm not dissing, but I'm saying I'm breaking down Geechee is like, you know what I mean? Just oversaturated, and you're in New York. But then I catch myself saying it's still Murda Mook. He could do that at any time. I feel like he could.
So
He's Murda Mook.
let me ask you this before we get off the
You ain't
Mook
allowed to.
and
You ain't allowed to call Mook trash or nothing like that. He's Mook. Damn it. You know it's hard to have a
let me ask
certain.
you this then before we get off the Mook and the Bigg K topic. If Bigg K clearly beats Mook, who do you want to see him battle next?
Who? Mook?
Bigg K. If Bigg K clearly beats Mook, who would you want to see him battle next?
I feel like, and it's funny because I don't.
Would it become go to easy? We want to see that type of talk. Would it be a Cassidy?
I mean, yeah. For me, the two people would be Cassidy and Easy, but in that order. I feel like Cassidy's still the energy. I feel like Cassidy's coming off like I don't know, man. It's like I want to. You know what's funny about you, you dirty little league owners, is that no one's put a fucking punchline rapper against Cassidy yet, and that's what Cassidy does. That's what he was known for. That's what we grew up on. You put a fucking nobody super aggressive Arsenal.
Tried to do Nitty. I tried to do Cass and Nitty. I tried.
Like this for me. I like the thought.
They say Clips is a 4-bar setup guy. I tried.
I like the thought of Bigg K and Cassidy for the punchline factor. Like I feel like that's the closest you'll get to a Conceited and Cassidy, which is, you know, even though Conceited and K's not like and Bigg K beat Conceited already too on that Alfie David card. But I'm talking about like I feel like I like that, the punchline battle. You know what I'm saying? I think that's fire. Like I think that'll be a punchline battle. I'm not mad at that's crazy that you could just pick it out the hat. Both those matchups are ill. Mook versus Cassidy, that's a headliner. Like you might have to like really give like salaries. And then you have Bigg K versus Cassidy. That's crazy. Then Easy versus Mook. But I feel like you as a league, you would get more credit for a Cassidy versus Mook instead of
which means that RBE would probably do the other one.
Well, the other one was already tried.
That's us.
That's what I meant. Like the other one was already tried and failed. So
no. Meaning like you said, as a league, we would get more credit for doing Cassidy and Mook, which means that we would probably want to do like a Cassidy and K then, because we don't do the traditional type of matchups.
Nah, the traditional kind of matchup is Murda Mook and Easy that was booked already on another league. That's what I'm saying. Like now, but you being who y'all are now, and like it's out and always so funny. Like years ago, we would talk about all the funny shit behind the scenes, and it's funny talking to you now how all this shit is out. Like who would have thought the day would come where like, you know, like all the fun. Like I even had to go into my bag the other day into my own blog. Like, but I'm just saying it's like that don't even look that like it would be like, oh shit, they try to book Mook and Easy, and now RBE did. It goes right into the public war y'all having. Anything goes now. It's not sneaky. It's not snaky. It's not wrong. It's not behind the scenes. It's in your face. Oh, you fucking with us? We fucking with you. You took something from us? We take something for you. You want to stop us? We're going to do this. So that'll make sense in that sense. But I meant like RBE would be like, you know what? Y'all can have that failed battle. I'm going to do my own thing, which would be Cassidy Mook. That's what I meant. But I'm happy either way. I'm here to see it all. I'm here to see y'all argue. I'm here to see y'all both, you know, throw back. Because of the competition between leagues, cards get better. So from the consumer, like us rocking outside of it, me just being a consumer, this is great. Everything is being critiqued from your cards and their cards because of y'all going at each other. Only the fans can win. So let the best man win. But we here for the show. We got Murda Mook versus Bigg K. That's fire to me. Super fire. Bigg K deserves it. Murda Mook coming off of his hype right now. He has a lot of good hype behind him. Technically, he's going again. He has like that was so stupid to put Murda Mook in a 2-on-2 after that Tay-Rock battle. You're supposed to give him another single battle. You fucked that up. That he should never have been there that night, let alone the fight happened. So not only do you stop Murda Mook's momentum, but you ended Brizz's career. So it was a double negative. Whereas, like, if you would have played that smart, why would you do that? You just have a return of Murda Mook who just took your top guy out with a 30. Let's put him and his friend together so they can share a fucking gallon of Patron before the fucking venue starts. So stupid. But
shout out to Calico and Mook, man. Hey, Cal, man, you gonna jump into Mook's round? Huh? Let me answer these questions before we jump over to your channel. Yo, Corrido Guapo, ARP. If I get a ticket through Cash App, will a screenshot allow you to get into the venue? How does it work? Pound RBE. Appreciate that question. Yeah, we've been doing Cash Apps for over a year. That's something that we brought into the ability for people to be able to cop tickets. If you have a Cash App purchase, if you go to rarebreedent.com and you would have purchased one of your tickets with a Cash App, all you have to do is show the person at the door girl, your Cash App. Like if your Cash App is $ Corrido Guapo, show her that. She's going to see that already on the list. Every Cash App purchase that goes in, we capture the name of that Cash App and it goes straight to the list. So you're good. All you got to do is come bring your phone with you to the door. You're good. And who the fuck leaves their phones home? That's how we started this live, right? Talking about fucking phones.
I wouldn't leave that.
And then we started talking about a whole bunch of funny shit after that. But all right. Yo, shout out to everybody that joined.
Salute to y'all, but misinformation that ARP is giving. We are not going live on my channel right now. I'm having a little issue doing that.
Okay.
We're gonna chop it. We're gonna do what I do. We're gonna chop it up. But yeah, we back at it. I got the questions that y'all want. I got them for you. 5 quick questions for ARP. What's going on? Mind you, I was a little MIA for a minute. I gotta see. ARP wasn't able to talk to me. I would have talked him off the ledge. Why are you talking to these people, ARP? What are you doing?
All right, we're gonna go pre-record some content for Jimz. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Just Jimz channel.
I got y'all tomorrow with the first clip from this, and tonight I got a blog dropping at 10 p.m. So stay tuned.
Dope. All right, we signing out. Appreciate y'all. You already know. We'll be right back.